with me, Sundance. So here's one way to think of this. What if when we spoke to borrowers, we spoke to clients, what if we thought of this as an interview? What if we thought of this like, hey, I want this person to hire me to do business with me? Would that change our perspective? Not only do we have to get them to qualify and open up, but I need them to say, yes, I want you, Sundance, to take care of my mortgage. And there's something that happens when we inject our personal brand name into this. There's a whole bunch of folks who want to be in a relationship with a person, not just a company. Yes, there's a business relationship. They understand that we're going to service the mortgage in all likelihood. They understand that, there's corporate policy and guidelines and all those things. So what if we thought of this like an interview? What if we said, hey, I'm your person. Let me take care of you. I promise I will do my very best. Put me in, coach. Here's why. And we gave our reasons. And think of a reason why, why would I hire you for this position? In fact, so come up with 3, 4, 5 things why you're the best. You answer phone calls more efficiently. You have knowledge. You were trained better. You have more heart. You have more willpower. You've personally been there. You've bought and sold some houses. What is your story? Come up with 3, 4, maybe 5 things right now that make you special. So when somebody is on the other end of the line and they sound a little hesitant, like they're just not bought into like this big corporate, company thing. They need something a little more touchy-feely. They need a personal relationship. Come up with those things right now. All right? Hire me! The reasons that we want to get hired. So this rolls right into today's theme, right? The fact is they are hiring us sometimes. So when you come up with your brand name, your whatever it is that you're putting your neck out there for. Hey, my name's Sundance. I've been in the business for many years. If nobody else can do it, I still can in many cases. I have the know-how. I have the I'm the expert problem solver. Whatever that is, right? So that's how I position myself, the sales nerd, the mortgage nerd, right? Hire me. So that's the close. Will you let me take care of your mortgage today? Please, will you allow me to help you? I want to be the guy that helps you. Will you hire me as your mortgage person? So you can actually use those words, hire me, and ask for the business that way. Not, hey, do you want to lock in your interest rate today? Not even one of my yes closes. So it looks like we accomplished all of your goals, didn't we? Are you near a computer now? I've used that one for years, but I've also used hire me. Will you please hire me to do your mortgage? Will you please let me do this? You want to put a down payment down. It's kind of like, sometimes I use this analogy where it's like an attorney and you put a retainer down. Please put a retainer down with my company so that I can help you. I want to be assigned to your file full time. Something along those lines, and you inject your personal brand in there, goes a long way. All right, last but not least. Not only do we want them to get hired because we have a good skill set and we've been doing this for a long time, we've got proper training, we're licensed, nobody's going to work harder, all those things are really important. But those things are really, really, a dime a dozen. A lot of folks will say that if they practiced this technique before. Just like when I do interviews. I've never met a person in an interview that says, I learn really slowly and I don't work very hard with others. I work very poorly with others. No, nobody says that. Everybody says I'm a hard worker, I learn quickly, and I work well with others. Every single person says that. So same thing with our branding. If somebody else has a branding pitch, they're going to say kind of the same thing. So number one, work on your branding pitch so it's a little different. And number two, you've got to be likable. So in between, pitching the product and pitching the solution and pitching yourself and trying to build that relationship, try and figure out, why do people like you? Is it because you are amusing? You tell interesting stories that always have a viable ending that circle back around and you put people at ease? What is it that makes you likable? Why do people like you? Your customers need to like you in order to trust you and respect you. That's that first step. You got to be likable. You got to have that kind of playful attitude. That is going to go a long way towards gaining trust. And it's kind of funny. When you think about trust, you don't necessarily think about but like, trust, and respect, they all kind of go hand in hand. You can have 2 out of 3 and still move forward, but I got to tell you, that like factor, it's pretty powerful. So smile when you're on the phone. Come up with a few humorous stories. Tell a few jokes. Put people at ease. People don't want to feel dumb or intimidated when they're on the phone. There's a time for us to break them down and let them know that, hey, I'm in charge here. I'm the mortgage professor. But there's also a time when you can say, hey, it's all right. I got you. Trust me.